Hey everybody, hope and pray that you're doing well. Today as we come to our word from the word. And today that word is refuge. Refuge. Now again, I told you this week as we're finishing up the book of Joshua, there's still some that are not quite particularly prayers or conversations with God, but there's things that I wanted us to see because they point us to prayer. And today is a prime example of that. Joshua chapter 20, verses 1 through 3 says, Then the Lord also spoke to Joshua, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Appoint for yourselves cities of refuge, of which I spoke to you through Moses, that the slayer who kills a person accidentally or unintentionally may flee there, and they shall be your refuge from the avenger of blood. Now he goes on from there talking about what these cities would be like, and if you've been using your maps to see exactly how all these things were distributed, a lot of these will have where the cities of refuge are, and it's six of them, three um, on each side of how it's divided. And so as you're looking at this, and we think about this, I cannot help but think of the city of refuge that we have in prayer. Now, see, the point of this particular refuge, and it even goes back to what Moses had said, what God had told him, and he passed on to the people, was that if somebody unintentionally, right, accidentally killed somebody, what we would call today is like manslaughter, that instead of because there would be like immediate um, reaction from the family who had lost their loved one. And so to avenge that, they would go and essentially kill this person, whoever it was. And so it's these cities that they could go to for refuge. It is a great picture of how we can run to God for refuge. And what they would do is they would go there and basically, even while they're awaiting trial, awaiting time to stand before the judges or whoever to preside over their case to make a ruling. But it's also even in this that even if they were acquitted of it, that they would still stay there until the high priest from wherever they were had passed away. Because then the family of the lost loved one would take the high priest's death as basically the shedding of blood was that remission of sin. It would cover that sin, and then the person was allowed to come back home. Now that's a whole lot of details, and you said that doesn't tell me a lot about prayer, but doesn't it? Doesn't it show us what prayer is? That even when we have done things unintentionally, yeah, oftentimes we know we do it on purpose, things on purpose, but even when we've done something accidentally to get out of the will of God or against the will of God or unintentionally caused another to stumble, then we can run to God. We can run to God who is our refuge from all things. He's a refuge from all things, from all storms, from all trials, refuge from all circumstances. That we can bring everything to Him in prayer. That's why we talk about making our requests known to Him, because we can bring everything, cast our cares upon Him because He cares for you. But the thing is, as they would stay there in that city of refuge, I wonder how often we go to that place of refuge. We receive some comfort, we receive some guidance, receive some protection. But then, oh, how quickly we turn and run away from the protection. We run away from the refuge, and we go back and put ourselves right back in harm's way. I see, as I read this, I just feel like the Lord is telling us today that, man, we need to seek Him as that tower of refuge. But we don't just need to seek Him, we need to stay with Him. We need to stay with Him. We need to stay with that refuge. This world, we talked about Sunday, this world is a dark and dreary place. It's full of all kinds of evil. But there's one who is faithful. There's one who is unchanging. There's one we can always run to. We don't have to wait in line. We don't have to wait until, his opening hours. We don't have to wait until, even we're at a specific place. We can pray without ceasing. We can pray wherever we are. We can look to Him with lifted eyes. We can bow our heads with a humble heart. We can lift our hands in adoration and praise. We can we can be face down on the ground because we're so ashamed of what we've done. We can look to the heavens. We can look down to the earth. No matter where we look, as long as we're spiritually looking at Him, we will find refuge. So today, my simple question and challenge and encouragement for you today is this. Are you looking to Him today? And will you be looking for Him tomorrow? God bless you, and I pray you have a great, great day.